Yes, people. Welcome back to the finished article right here live on Twitch. And this is Fight Night, episode 7. And as the title says, we're going to be talking the AJ Ushek fight. We're going to be talking about the undercard. But before we get into all that, I'm going to bring up both my co-hosts and we'll get cracking. Nadeem, how are we, sir?
Yes, mate, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Busy day?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Standard, you know what I'm saying?
Good stuff. And here's the other host, my boy Shaz. How are we, bro? Good day?
Yeah, what's happening, bro? You good?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Relaxing, bro. Relaxing after hard days at work. One of them ones. But all right, peeps. So I know you've both been looking forward to this. I know you've both been looking forward to this one. So we're gonna kick things off with the undercard. So the first fight we're going to talk about is Daniel Lapin versus Powell Martiniuk. So Daniel Lapin is undefeated, 4 wins out of 4. Powell is 4 wins and 7 losses. So no surprises who I think is going to win this one.
I gotta be honest, I don't even know half of that undercard. That's how bad it is.
It's true, bro, but we have to make our predictions, innit, guys? We've got to make our predictions before we get to the main event. Come on, peeps. So my prediction is the guy who's undefeated is going to stay undefeated, innit? So we'll keep moving from there.
Literally, I've never heard of these guys.
Exactly. You're not the only one, bro.
Started bringing them out from high school, mate, just to for cards.
It's like walking into a room full of Dilmil Rishtaga and saying, "I know you, and I don't even know half of you guys." So I'm gonna put it this way and bring the card up. I'll give you my prediction. That's hilarious.
So no, just Daniel Lapin versus Powell Martiniuk, bro. Just give me a name. It doesn't matter which, because you don't know each.
No, I'm gonna give Daniel Lapin whatever.
Are we going with the guy who's undefeated, stay undefeated? Yeah. Is that what you're going with as well, Nadeem? Yeah.
We'll go with him. See if he manages.
We'll go with him and just see if he carries that trend on. Next fight, we've got Christopher Ose versus Kasan Besangurov. Again, Christopher is undefeated, 12 out of 12. The other guys had 1 loss out of 21. So that could be an interesting fight.
I'm going to give it to Kasan because he's got more fight experience. I think he'll come on.
Yeah. To be fair, the guy, if that other guy, Kasan, if the last fight he has was his loss, he's going to be looking to, make a comeback. So if this is his comeback fight against someone who's undefeated, it could be a very risky fight for the other guy because he could have that 1 on the loss column as well after this fight.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that one, Nadeem?
Same with Chaz.
Yeah, we're all going for the same guy. Yeah,
I'm rooting for the one who is coming off his 1 loss.
Oh, you're going for the guy who's had the 1 loss, the Kasan dude.
Yeah, he's got more to fight for, hasn't
he? Yeah, definitely. I see the way that we're all going with these predictions. We're going to agree all the way to the main event, and that's where the shit's going to hit the fan and fireworks are going to be flying.
No, there's not. Me and Shaz agree. It's you who's just been
exactly. That's where the fireworks are going to be, bro. You already know, bro. You already know.
Well, it's gonna. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, mate. So we'll see.
Exactly. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Oh, Shaz, why are you on your own, dude? What are you doing, bro?
That's right, boys.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there, peeps. So we've got Maxim Prodan, 12 wins out of 20 with 1 draw, and the other guy, Floran Marku, is 8 wins and 1 draw. So neither of these two have lost. They both just had a draw on the card.
I'll give it to Maxim.
I don't know if this may be a rematch, because maybe they had a draw against each other and this is a rematch.
Honestly, I don't know. That's how bad it is. I'm gonna give it to Maxim.
We have got some. We've got a couple of comments here. I don't know who these are referring to. Huge punch. I'm not sure who you're referring to there. And he's saying
definitely talking about AJ.
We're
Definitely
talking
talking about
about show
age,
the
yeah.
punch there. You do. There you go, bro. There's the punch. Yeah.
See,
I don't know if that's the punch you want to see.
see that guy below me, Bluff. That's that Usyk, and this is what's gonna happen to him.
So this guy's saying you are Brits. Of course we're Brits, dude.
Yeah, we're Brits, bro. Proud.
But this next fight, we'll get on to this next fight, bro. Maxim or Florin, who you got, guys?
We're going Maxim.
You win with Maxim, yeah? Shaz?
Yeah, Maxim as well.
Yeah. It makes sense because he's had more experience. He's had 20 fights. So show the punch or not enough hits. I don't know what this guy's referring to when he's saying these things, dudes.
What he's talking
Nadeem, showing your punch, bro. Show him your punch.
I don't want to be seeing that, mate.
He'll take his camera out.
Right. So we're actually going to now get onto a fight with a guy that we know or we've heard of. It's a light heavyweight contest of Callum Smith versus Lenin Castillo. Let's bring it up. Nope, that's wrong. Apologies. There we go. So Callum's had one loss, and that was to Canelo recently. And Lenin has had 3 losses. I'm going with Callum Smith here because his last fight, his last fight was against Canelo, and he just lost. So he's, like I said, he's going to be hungry. He's going to want to come back and get it.
He's a decent fighter, man. I've seen quite a few of his fights. He's decent.
Yeah, he's Callum Smith. Sorry.
Yeah, Callum Smith.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen one of. I think I've only seen one of his fights, maybe 2. He's a decent fighter, so I think he's going to come back. I don't think he's going to get 2 losses in a row. Bluff has left a couple more comments. Your friend knows it. He jumped easily. He's saying Costello's going to win this fight. Say that it right. Cuban for sure. I don't know what he's referring to in half of these comments, so you're going to have to be more
specific, my friend.
Yeah, you're going to have to be more specific with some of your comments because they're only like 3 words, and I have no idea what you're talking about in some of them. I'm sorry, dude. Smile. We're all smiling, bro. We're smiling. We're laughing, dude. He's asking us to smile. Guys, show him your white teeth, bro. Show him your pearls. Madness. Absolute madness. Are we actually all going for Callum Smith on this one then?
Besides, definitely.
Bluff. I think Bluff is going for Castillo. So, Bluff, if you're still there, let us know why you think why you think Castillo will beat Callum Smith. Next fight, we have another fighter. I'm actually interested in this fight. This is the only fight that I'm probably going to be interested in the undercard. We've got Ricky Hatton's son, Campbell Hatton, taking on Sonny Martinez. Martinez has lost 4 and won 2, and Campbell's won 3 out of 3. So my prediction, obviously, Hatton's son to carry on with his undefeated streak and follow in his father's footsteps.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see somebody. What, Shaz?
No, I was going to say, I think it's pretty much going to be Hatton. I think this is a tune-up fight for him again against somebody who's pretty much a bum.
Wow.
They just chuck him. That's the thing with these sorts of fighters, the ones that are following in the dad's footsteps, they just chuck him in the ring with bums, mate. Yeah. Give them that fight experience, then they start building them up a little bit.
Definitely. I think maybe 4 or 5 fights in, he'll start getting bigger opponents. Because of his name. The
one thing I would say on that, and I think most people would agree, is they shouldn't start comparing him to his father, because the problem is his dad was one hell of a fighter. But if you start comparing this guy with his dad, it's way too much pressure. I mean, you see what happens to Conor Benn when his own dad is basically is Nigel Benn's literally on his back. It's
the same with Chris Eubank and his dad as well, isn't it? They're always in the spotlight. They're always in the spotlight with the sons. But Ricky Hatton, I think Ricky Hatton's that type of guy who'll take a step back and let his son do the talking in the ring. So there's a couple more comments here from Bluff. I'm still not sure what he's talking about. He's talking about Barca. We see MMA at night in Barcelona. Is that where you're from, Barcelona? Yeah. Okay. And his next comment is saying F the bets. I don't know what bets you're talking about because there's no bets going on here. Just the fights. That's what we're talking about, bro. We're talking about the fights. We're not actually talking about betting here, dude. You guys, I hope you are not supporting the Arabian Prince, the guy from YouTube. Which Arabian Prince? Dude, you're saying Arabian Prince? Give us a name. Let me know who you're talking about there, dude. But it's one more fight on the undercard, which is 12 rounds for the WBO World Cruiserweight title. And this is Lawrence Ocholi versus Dylan Prassovic. Prassovic undefeated. And so is Lawrence. So this is going to be an interesting fight.
I'm giving it to Lawrence. I think he's got this one in the bag. Decent start to his career. This will be a good test to see how he comes against Dylan.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, the stats are quite similar. I mean, he's got 16 wins out and 13 knockouts, and he's got 15 wins and 12 knockouts. So there's just one fight. You know, he's had one fight more than him. So experience-wise, they're both, you know, at the same level, really. So it's going to be an interesting one. That I think it's going to be a bit of a hard one to predict on that. I'd like to say Lawrence because I'm just guessing it because I've never seen either of them fight. So I'm just going to go with Lawrence. What about you, Nadeem?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Lawrence as well, mate.
You know what can I just say something? So the fact that the three of us are unable to talk about this card shows how bad it is. I mean, Lawrence Ocholi, the British fighter, Campbell Hatton, British fighter, and the other guy, what's his name? Callum Smith. But the rest of the fighters, geez, Eddie Hearn, where have you been, bro?
I agree.
Needs to have better fighters on this card.
100% agree with you there, Shaz, mate. I don't know who half of these fighters are. All I know is a few of them, like you said. The rest of them are all bums, mate.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've actually only seen, out of all of them, besides obviously the main event, which we'll get onto in a bit, I've only seen Callum Smith fight. And I didn't even know Callum Hatton was a boxer until I checked the undercard last time we were on. So that's how bad this card is. It's not even been hyped up, the undercard. None of the matches have been announced. Just the main event's been announced, and they're trying to make money off this card just based on the main event, which is fine because it's a big draw. It's a big fight. We have got some more comments from our boy Bloth here. He's saying there are two.
You're going to call him Sloth there, Shaz?
Yeah, I was going to call him Charlie Sloth for a sec there. He's saying there are two. No, I don't think there are two Arabian princes, but I don't know who you're talking about. I've never even heard of an Arabian prince.
Come on, Bloth. Just put a name down there, son. Put a name down.
Leopard stuff. I don't know what you're into, dude. I don't know what you're into. Super dangerous. Who are you talking about? I have no idea who you're talking about now. I remember the Russian. Which Russian? Which Russian are you referring to in this card? Because I don't even know if any of the. All right, I think he's talking about the last card, the last fight, Dylan Prassovic. He's Russian, isn't he? Yeah. I'm just going to go through the rest of his comments and then we'll jump onto the main event. Near killing the Brits in the Euro Cup.
Oh, don't start this football banter on.
I have no idea what you're referring to. Who was killing the Brits in the Euro Cup? Maybe some Brit fighters. Yeah, there's three Brit fighters on this card, including the main event. Then zero chance, sir. I wonder your accent is from Liverpool. That is offensive. That is offensive. We're not from Liverpool. We are not from Liverpool, man. That's disgusting.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's made me laugh. That, bro.
He's talking about all of us. Never mind, just me.
Yeah, I know it is, mate. But how can you get?
Filthy, bro.
I know you're from Barcelona. I know you're from Barcelona, Bluff, but Liverpool and Lancashire accents, mate, completely different, mate. It's like me saying your Barcelona accent is
Russian,
mate. Yeah.
Right, completely so different. A couple more comments from our boy. Now this next one, I'm just going to let you guys know before I bring it up. Don't take offense to it because I don't think he means this in an offensive way. But
yeah, I saw that.
reading it could be coming up as an offensive comment. Are you a rat eater?
If you mean roti eater, then yeah, I mean, I eat plenty of roti.
I'm not sure what he's referring to there. No, I'm not a proud Scouse. We're not Scouse. And he's calling the Scouses those motherfuckers.
Oh, man. Hey, I tell you something, Bluff. You don't want to be upsetting the Scousers, mate.
Yeah, nah, they'll come to your house and rob you, bruv. His last comment is saying you Brits train in beer. We are Brits, but we're also Muslims, so we don't drink alcohol. So we don't train in beer, dude. We stay away from that. So that's his last comment for now. He's saying boo because we don't drink alcohol. You know, we can't please everybody. If you're not happy with it,
each to our own, mate. Each to our own.
Each to our own. You know, the way we follow our religion, we're devoted Muslims, so we're not going to be drinking alcohol. So that's the end of that one. So let's move on to the one that we've all been waiting for. The main event, Joshua versus Usyk for the WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBO World Heavyweight titles. And as you can see, the records are as they are. 24 wins, 22 knockouts, and 1 loss for AJ. Usyk, 18 wins, 13 knockouts, and 0 losses and draws.
Bro, look how small this champion on the right is, bro. He isn't going to do anything to AJ.
What you want about small?
Usyk is done, bro. You got to call it right now. AJ is knocking this guy out. Boom.
Yeah, clean, mate.
Oh my days. I'm just gonna let you two talk about AJ first. Go on. You talk about how good AJ is. No. Go on. I want to hear your comments about AJ.
Me and Shaz and the people who are listening, mate, we don't need to talk about how good AJ is. Mate.
I've never said he's a bad player. I've never said he's a bad fighter, though. I know he's a good fighter, but Usyk is going to do him, man. He's going to absolutely do him dirty, bro.
I understand why you say that because he might come from cruiserweight, but this is the heavyweight division up. So you got to understand.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, bro. That doesn't matter. Usyk is undefeated.
Doesn't matter, mate. It's coming up to heavyweight boxing, mate. Heavyweight boxing's different. It's a one-punch knockout, mate. Yeah. It's not like it is back in the... Yeah. It's a one-punch knockout, mate. And AJ is capable of that.
You've got some comments coming in from Bluff Nadine. He's saying, Nads Mac. Nads Mac. Haha. Fake it. No piano hands. I have no idea what this guy's even talking about right now. What are you on about with piano hands, bro?
You know what? Yeah, no, man. Come on from Barcelona is an achievement.
Can I just ask you a serious question, Bluff? Are you drunk right now whilst you're writing these comments? Because some of them don't make sense. And I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm that's a serious question. You what? Say that again, Nadine.
For once.
Have you heard this guy?
Yeah, come on, Bluff. Get to the point, mate. Tell us what.
He's saying you don't have piano hands because he's seen your hands. You showed your hands, bro.
Yeah, mate. My hands are here.
Do I lie? He's saying, do I lie? You don't, man. He's not got piano hands. He doesn't play the piano.
Oh, man.
Nah, no chance. Man doesn't play the piano, man.
No, man. Unfortunately, I missed them lessons when I was younger, man.
Yeah, you were too busy using your fist, that's why.
Skip piano.
Right, so serious question for both of you two geezers, yeah? Right. You have to, right, you're saying AJ's winning the fight, yeah? I know you're saying it. You've been saying it for about a month now.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
Yeah, undoubtedly you're saying that AJ's winning the fight, right? The question I have for you is, what are your reasonings behind it? I don't just want from you, Shaz, that look at the size of Usyk or he's come from welterweight to heavyweight. I want some serious, solid facts and evidence that prove your point that he's going to win. I don't want none of this BS, bro.
If you look at who Usyk has fought in a heavyweight division, he hasn't exactly set the division alight. He just barely got through those fights. And AJ is a serious heavyweight. Who is not Dylan White? Who did he fight in his last fight? What's his name? The other Brit, Derek Chisora.
Chisora, yeah.
Whilst he's a good heavyweight, he's a different league to AJ. AJ is one of the elite ones, and I can't see. I'm saying right now, 7th round knockout for AJ.
7th round knockout. Man's even making predictions right now.
his punching power is unstoppable, mate. When he catches you, you're going down.
Yeah.
I remember that fight when he had. I remember that fight when he had. When he knocked Dillian White out. He looked like a giraffe he looked like a giraffe on the floor at the end of it, mate. With his arms wrapped around the ropes of the ring, mate. That's what that knockout did to him, mate.
Oh,
and
shit.
especially that punch that he caught Klitschko with when he uppercutted him.
Yes.
He stretched his neck out as well, mate.
No, of course he did.
Neck out.
Like, look, right. I'm going to say this, yeah, because you two keep saying that AJ is going to win, and it's a valid prediction because AJ is a really good fighter. He's got a lot of power, and I've never said he's a bad fighter.
Stop. Shaz, are you recording this, mate? Did you record that?
Shut up.
Okay.
I've said it before that I think AJ is a great fighter. I've never said he's a bad fighter, have I? When did I say he's a bad fighter? I think
if we go back to episode 2, there were words in there when you saying, "Yeah, I don't rate AJ. I don't rate AJ."
Right. So I don't rate AJ, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's a good fighter. I just think he's overhyped. Like, other people overhype him too much. And like I said, the British people overhype their players in football, in boxing, everywhere. They overhype them. Like Chaz, for instance, Jack Grealish, overhyped. Raheem Sterling, overhyped. Am I wrong about those two?
No, but then you also have a vendetta against Man City as well. So,
no. And that's not just because they're Man City players. That's not because they're Man City players, bro. Mason Mount, Chelsea player, he is way overhyped. He's an average midfielder at best. Right? And this is the problem with the British fans. They overhype their talented people, which puts too much pressure on them.
So what do you want them to do? Not back their own talent?
I'm not saying don't back your own people, but don't overhype them like the best thing since sliced bread, bro.
Mate, we only overhype people that need overhyping.
Yeah, but AJ doesn't need overhyping. That's the thing. He's too overhyped, bro. Come on.
AJ's record speaks for itself, bro.
Shaz, I think a couple of them knocked it. I think a couple of them knocked to your head, mate. Have done you in, mate.
AJ's record speaks for itself is fine, but Ushek's undefeated, so his record is better than AJ's. If you're looking at records only, not the people that he's fought, but records, numbers wise.
I disagree with you on that, mate, because you've seen the knockouts that AJ's put. I mean, I can't remember the fight. I think it was maybe the 4th, 5th one into his career when he punched that guy's legs left the ground, mate, and his head hit the floor before his legs.
AJ?
Yeah, AJ knocked him out.
Have you actually seen Usyk fight, though?
Yes, we've seen
it.
I've seen him fight, what's his name, Tony Bellew. Yes, he knocked him clean up, but I'm talking about heavyweight, bro.
No, of course. No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying whether he's heavyweight or welterweight or whatever, bro. I'm just saying he's a dangerous fighter. He's got power. He's moved up to heavyweight, so he's put on size for this fight. He can't fight at the same weight as he was at welterweight. He has to move up, obviously, that division, which means he's putting more weight on. He's going to put more muscle on, and he's going to have more power.
Slow him down, man, because he's not used to the weight.
It's going to slow him down, of course it is, but he's going to have more power at the same time.
Yeah, if it's slowing him down with AJ is a big mistake, mate, because AJ is quick and he's a natural heavyweight. So when he hits him, he's going to know about it.
Of course. So we've got bare comments coming in from Bluff, but they're all about football. So I'm not actually going to bring them up. Bluff, this show is about fight night. This is about boxing and stuff like that. So if you've got anything you want to say about boxing and MMA wise, we'll bring them up. We'll talk about them. But football wise, if you want to talk about football, jump over onto YouTube and find Finished Article on YouTube. We do live streams there every week about football. And by all means, you can leave your football comments there and we'll get back to you on them over there. But this is for fight night. So we'll be sticking to the fighting stuff here. Show your abs. Bro, I mean, can I just ask, Bluff, are you gay? By any chance?
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Anyway, boys.
He's laughing himself. I know he's taking the piss. I know he's just taking the piss.
You know what? Big up from
I reckon Bluff's a 13-year-old.
Sorry, go on, Nadeem. Sorry.
I reckon Bluff's a 13-year-old messing around with us here, mate.
It could be. It very well could be. Very well could be. Anyway, we move on. we move on. So, Nadeem, are you watching the fight Saturday night? Are you going to be home watching it? Are you going to be out watching it? What's your story?
I've not decided yet.
Not decided.
I'll be watching it wherever I am. Definitely.
Yeah. Because it's going to be on pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you won't be able to watch it while you're out working, bro.
I'll find a way. Don't worry, mate.
We'll find a way. You'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Nadeem will find a way. Shaz, I know me and you are linking up on Saturday to watch it, yeah?
Yes, bro, we are. It's going to be fun to sit next to you and watch it. It's going to be good.
It's going to be amazing watching you react to AJ getting smashed up by Usyk. I am not even laughing.
I'm going to drop the pipe bomb next to you and be like...
Do you know what I'm going to do, Nadeem? I'm going to be sat next to him. I'm going to record his reaction to the fight whilst AJ is getting smashed up by Usyk.
Mate, Shaz, do you know when you sat next to him and he starts getting lippy, just give him a backhand, mate. Backhand him.
So we've got some comments from Bluff. I want to salute my Pakistan friends.
Oh, wow.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Much love, dude. Yeah, Shaz. Are you looking forward to the fight? Are you what's the situation?
Of course, I'm looking forward to the fight, bro. I've been talking about it for ages now.
Yeah, you've been talking shit about it for ages. I know you have. You've been telling me for ages that AJ is going to win.
I'm just going to sit there, enjoy the fight, relax, have a good night, message Nadeem and say, what your brother crumbled under the pressure. Might as well do the live reaction there.
You two are going to do more damage to the Petra pizza than Usyk will do to AJ, but
yes, my guy. My guy knows, Shaz. My guy knows that you're on the pieces, bro. We've got a couple more comments. Bluff, I think this is a harsh comment. He wants to punch you hard. I don't know who he's talking to.
Which one of us you want to punch hard, Bluff?
Who do you want to punch, bro? Who do you want to punch? He goes, I control. You control what? What do you want about? Show that piano hand. Nadeem, show me piano hands, bro. He wants to see your piano hands.
Be like, but like the
These ain't piano hands, bro.
Just groom it.
They're fighting hands, my friends.
It's saying, okay, guys. Yeah. Little fist. Who's got a little fist? Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it with this dude. He's just trying to get a rise out of us, bro. I'm not even gonna
Bluff, if you're watching and Barcelona, spread the love and share this with everyone you know, man. The more you
get on with all your boys, mate.
One thing I want to say to you, Bluff, if you do support Barcelona, do you miss Messi? Just let that dwell, bro. Just let that dwell.
That's a messy comment, that is, man.
He has said, nice to meet you guys. Appreciate that, dude. If you haven't already, man, subscribe to the channel here on Twitch. Just hit the follow button and find us over on YouTube under the same name, Finished Article, and subscribe over on YouTube. You'll love the content over there as well. We've got loads of football content over there where me and Shaz actually host that show. Nadeem doesn't because he doesn't really like football, but he's over here on us with us on Fight Night every week. But yes, guys. Shaz, I asked you a question at the end of the last show. Do you remember what it was? If you remember it, don't say what it is. I just want to know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember now. I remember.
Yeah. Right. So, Nadeem, I'm going to ask you the same question now. I'm going to ask both of you, right? Obviously, Shaz has had a week to think about it. So, I'm kind of putting you on the spot. So, if you could make a 3-match card, boxing-wise, with any fighter, past, present, whatever, which 3 fights would you have on?
What, on this card?
No.
Or just in general?
So let's say if you were making a card, you're a promoter, and you had the choice of picking any fighters, past, present, retired, even dead fighters, whatever, just like your dream card or dream matches that you would like to see.
First one would be Khan versus Kelly. Kell Brook, sorry. Said that last time.
Khan versus Kell Brook, yeah.
Yeah. Second one, I would love to see AJ against Wilder and Fury, mate.
AJ versus Wilder and Fury, so that's all 3 of yours, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Shaz? I know you've had a week to dwell on this question. So
one fight I would have loved to see, which I know is never going to happen, but it's a dream one, is AJ versus Lennox Lewis, because I know they had a bit of a tiff before. Yes. And I guess that was Lennox Lewis trying to just see what AJ was made of. Obviously, Kell Brook versus Amir Khan, I think, is the one that we're all wanting to see.
Yeah, that's definitely one there.
And then your boy Prince Nassim Hamid versus who was it that he didn't fight? What's his name? Marco Antonio Barrera in his prime. So
didn't they fight though? Didn't they fight?
Yeah, they did, but Barrera was kind of past it at that stage.
Oh, right. So you mean when they were both in their prime? Okay, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It would have been a better fight if they were both in their prime. So for me, the first one is obviously you've both said it: Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. That's 100% a fight that anybody wants to see. Second, I would have loved to see Mike Tyson versus AJ. I think that would have been a brilliant fight. Power-wise, they're both very powerful, fast.
Mike Tyson's just on another level, though, but he's a beast.
No, of course he is. Of course he is.
When he starts getting hungry, mate, he starts eating people.
No, but it would have been a good fight. If they're both in their prime, I think that would be a brilliant fight.
Do you know what it is? I'll say this. Mike Tyson, at a young age,
he was an animal.
He was just a ruthless man. He was ruthless. He's more crazy than AJ, mate. I tell you that.
That is very true. He is. He's crazy. He was a crazy guy, man. Third fight, I'm not too sure on the third one, to be fair. Probably, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a third one, but I can't.
But you're on the spot, mate. You're on the spot.
I'm thinking, bro. I'm thinking. Relax, innit? Relax. So something like maybe Prince Nassim versus Kid Galahad, because they both got like a similar type of style of fighting. So I think that would have been a good fight as well. Shaz, you've got a supporter here. Bluff is saying Qureshi has the guns. I think he's referring to man's got guns and that. Yeah. He agrees. Mike Tyson would obviously beat AJ. He's a effing machine. He's saying, I don't know what he's talking about. Legal, no drugs. I don't know. What? Like Xavi and Barca, the best boxer. Some of these comments, I don't even know what he's referring to, man. He's just going on one. He's going on one with these comments.
Bluff, you need to come to every episode, mate, if you're going to go off, and bring some of your boys as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Subscribe, share, like, comment, everything, bro. Yeah. Get your friends on. Make it a weekly thing with our chats, bro.
Yeah, when you go into the Pakistani people, Bluff, you don't ever come empty-handed, my friend.
That's very true. So he's dropping the boxer's name, Muhammad Ali. So for you two, I'll ask you. He's dropped that name. So give me your thoughts on Muhammad Ali, guys. Obviously, Legend. We already talked about it in the first episode, didn't we, Shaz? So we'll let Nadeem drop his thoughts on that.
There's nothing to say, man, apart from he's just a legend. He's a legend in his own way. You know, I mean, he lost fights, so what? But the way he was, the way he fought, the way he behaved in the ring, he messed with people's heads in the ring. He was the king of that, man.
It was mainly what he did outside the ring as well. He hyped the fights up. He promoted them. He gave his predictions. He was a brilliant fighter. In and out of the ring, he was a brilliant person, man. We've got some more comments. What's he on about? I've never been to England, he says. English people hate Spanish people. No, they don't.
No, mate. But one thing I would say, Bluff, is don't come to England now, mate, that you've messed with the Scousers, mate.
Yeah. But no, that comment, Bluff, English people don't hate Spanish people.
No, we don't, mate.
I think maybe there are a select few that do hate just anybody from another country. That's a minority group of people. So don't let them make you think that everybody else in England is like that, because they're not. There's a lot of great people. There's a lot of nice people over in England. If you did come over, you'd meet a lot of nice people. That's for sure. But Nadeem, your thoughts on an old boxer, Audley Harrison? What did you actually think of him?
You know what it is? I've never ever really thought much of him.
Never.
I used to call him Fraudley Harrison.
Fraudley Harrison. Oh, Shaz, you're going to love this next comment, but I'm going to bring it up even though it's about football, bro. Read this, Shaz. Bluff, go over and watch the All Things Football podcast that we do on YouTube. And we talk about Arsenal near enough every episode. You'll understand what I mean. There's Arsenal banter on them shows all day.
Smoking too much crack, bro. Lay off the bad stuff, man. That's what happens when you do that.
He's saying, I could be in England for 2 days. Do you invite me? Bro, you can come to England whenever you want. You don't need an invitation. It's up to you where you go on holiday, bro. You don't need to be invited. Just make sure you have a visa so you can get past border control. So, Nadeem.
Yes,
and Shaz, this is a question for both of you because I know how much you don't like either of these boxers. So, if you had to pick one of these two boxers to be better than the other or to watch fight, who would you pick? Audley Harrison or David Hay? Nadeem's reaction there just says it all, man. It says it all.
None. I'm none of them.
Let's say you had to, yeah. Let's say you had to pick one of those two fighters. You had to pick one of them, Nadeem. So you have to pick one. You can't get out of it by saying neither. You have to pick one.
I'll pick Audley then, mate, because I just hate David Hay.
Fair enough. For you, Shaz.
Oh, bro. You know what? Anything that gets me out listening to David Hay, then you know what? I'll tell my hearing aids off and watch Fraudley fight all day long.
Fair enough, boys. Fair enough. So Bluff is asking if we invite him for a place to stay when he comes to England. We don't live in London, so you know.
There's a nice place called the Hilton Hotel in London, mate. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, you'd have to grab a hotel, dude. On his next comment is Go Habibi.
Oh wow,
Habibi.
Another question. I'm just going to drop boxes' names, and you have to just pick one of the two. Yeah. Prince Nassim or Kid Galahad?
Prince Nassim.
100%, guys. I'm going to drop one just to annoy both of you. I know who you're going to say, but I'm just going to do it anyway. AJ versus Usyk.
AJ.
All right. An even better one. I'm trying to think of two boxes now. Muhammad Ali or AJ?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Ali. He's a legend. No. I was thinking about my prediction for the fight for AJ, and I'm going with 56 round knockout, mate, for AJ, knocking him out.
What round, sorry?
Number 5 or 6.
5 or 6. I'm saying AJ gets knocked out in the 8th round.
Yeah, you've got more chance of getting knocked out.
AJ loses in the 8th round or he loses on points. That's my prediction.
You've got more chance of being knocked out, mate. Trust me.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough, lad.
Go and do some press-ups, Jazz.
I've done plenty of press-ups, lad. I've got my workout routine down. I know what you're referring to there, though. Shaz doesn't know what you're referring to there, but we can't really talk about that on this show, can we, Nadeem?
We'll tell you later, Shaz.
We'll tell you once we go offline, Shaz. There's a good joke behind that one, definitely. There's a good story behind that, isn't there, Nadeem?
There is, but
we can't really talk about that on here, though, Nadeem. Shaz. Right, I'm going to let you drop some names. Shaz, you go. Drop 2 boxes' names and we'll pick.
Okay. Canelo Alvarez or Golovkin?
Alvarez, right.
Fair enough.
Canelo.
He's just a solid fighter, he is.
Yeah, Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo's a solid.
At least we agreed on a fight, bro. We actually agree on a fighter.
Wilder or Fury?
Mate, do you know what it is? Yeah, Fury. He's just a beast.
Wilder's just a lunger. He just lunges in with stupid punches.
Yeah, he's just same with all the Americans, though. They all just go swinging for for sweat, mate. That's flying off head, mate. They're just going for anything. They're not bothered.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Mayweather or Pacquiao?
Pacquiao.
Mayweather, isn't it?
Pacquiao in his prime.
May have been different in his prime. In the prime, it would have been different, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's
Shaz, it doesn't. Just so you know, sorry, it doesn't have to be just boxing. It can be MMA as well if you wanted to go down that route of MMA. Because we've not really spoke much about MMA today.
What about this then? Kell Brook and Khan.
Khan.
No, man. No.
You're going Kell Brook?
Yeah,
he's Sheffield, isn't he? That's why.
Khan's chins, mate. It's made of the weakest glass that you can ever make.
That's true. He does have a weak chin, doesn't he?
You know what? I've always watched Khan's fights. Yeah. And he was a good boxer, and then he started going to America. Then it started being more about the money than the fights, and I was lost interest in him.
He is more about the money than the fight. You're right on that. I remember a while back, I was watching one of the American fights. I can't remember which one it was, but on the undercard, Deontay Wilder were fighting, and back then Deontay Wilder wasn't very well known.
Yeah,
and we were watching the undercard as well, and I watched Deontay Wilder fight. I think it was like his 16th or 17th fight or something, maybe before that, and I thought he was decent because he was just coming out swinging, but I thought if this guy goes against bigger fighters who are more tactical, he's going to get beat. And that's what happened against Tyson Fury. He went up against a more tactical fighter and got beat.
No, you know what it was? He first thought that Tyson Fury was a normal person, mate.
Yeah.
But when he did the Undertaker rise up, mate, then he thought, oh, shit, that's not normal, mate.
Isn't it? This guy's serious business.
Because when he went down, Fury, in that round, you thought that was it, mate. He was gone.
Yeah. So
even the referee was surprised when he got up.
I think that was the most impressive part of the fight. The fact that Fury,
definitely.
Definitely. Very impressive. It shows his heart, doesn't it?
Now that bloth is true British heart, mate.
Yeah, definitely. That's British heart, man. Definitely. Tyson Fury is what people, know British people as. His heart. He's a bit of a nut job. he wins his fight. He gets banned from boxing. That's just British people. That's just British.
Comes out in a Batman costume.
That's it. The guy's just pure.
He's a crazy guy, mate. It's what makes him entertaining to watch, though.
Yeah, he's very entertaining. He's a very good and very intelligent fighter. Very intelligent in the ring, man. They're very intelligent. And that's why I think he's probably going to beat AJ when he eventually fights AJ. The name's shaking his head already.
Tripping
do you think AJ is going to beat Fury? Let's be honest. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so if it does happen, and when it does happen, I think AJ will win it.
Oh my days. You guys are off your rockers, man. You're on that AJ bandwagon like 100%, aren't you?
AJ, mate, is a solid fighter. It's not just... I'm not interested in his loss, mate, because I think that's going to make... make him a stronger fighter.
It will. It'll make him a better fighter going forward, but Tyson Fury...
An undefeated record, mate, it doesn't mean anything.
Tell that to Khabib.
Tell that to Muhammad Ali. He lost and he came back bad, bro.
Yeah,
no. We're talking about undefeated records. Talk to Khabib about his undefeated record and the MMA fighters.
Yeah, but Khabib is a rare gem, bro. You don't get many like that.
But an undefeated record doesn't mean nothing, though. It means everything in that sport, man.
No,
if you're undefeated,
it's either going to do one or two. You shut up, mate. You right there in the middle.
What about me?
No. What? So that undefeated record is going to either do one of two things. It's going to make them a stronger person, or it's going to wreck the confidence, mate, and destroy the career.
What, an undefeated record?
That a loss. You're saying
a loss, right? Okay,
a loss. Yeah. It can do one or two things. It can toughen them up, or it can, show them how it really is. And
9 times out of 10, with a fighter, it will make them better. It will make them stronger going forward because fighters don't have that. You know, they have heart, they have passion for that sport. So they're not just going to take a loss and that's it. They quit and go.
Oh, man. I remember back in the days when I used to get into scraps in school, man. You know, I was raring for it after. You want to go for another one?
Madness. Just give me a sec. What else do you guys want to talk about on the show? We've gone through everything. We've gone through the card. We've gone through a little bit of questioning.
I think we've said enough about AJ.
We've said enough.
That's it, AJ. There's nothing else really to be said. AJ is going to win.
Bro, there's plenty more that we can say, but I'm not getting into it, bro.
Yeah.
We've already been through this.
On Monday, when we come back on and we talk about this results, Shaz, mate, we're going to send you some humble pie, mate. You're going to eat it live on camera, mate.
You know what? I would do the honor on Nadim's behalf. I'll deliver you the humble pie, and I'll be like, "With love from Nadim."
These guys, man. I hate both of you right now. I really do. Until Monday. Even if AJ wins, I'm going to hate the show on Monday. But I'll still be here. I ain't ducking that show, man. I'll be here. I'll admit, I'll be the first to say that I was wrong.
He'll be sat next to me at the Man United game, and I'll be like, "Bro, you remember that prediction you said?"
All right, but they calm down, innit? We're not talking about Wednesday when we're watching United. We're talking about Saturday night when we're watching AJ and Usyk.
Are you going to the match on Wednesday?
Yeah, we're going to Old Trafford to watch them versus Villarreal.
Nice.
Might do a live podcast from Old Trafford. Innit, Shaz?
Mate, nobody will be able to hear you.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's the point.
It'll be loud.
No, we want to get the atmosphere on and let people see what the atmosphere is like, innit?
No, we're good, man. We're good.
But we're good, yeah?
Yeah, right.
You don't want to talk about anything else, Shaz? You've said everything you needed to say?
Bro, you know what? I'm going to let the pipe bomb drop, and I'm going to see you on Saturday. And we'll let AJ do the talking, and me and Nadim will see you on Monday. Boom.
Fair play.
Yes.
Yeah, Nadim, you said everything you needed to say?
Yeah, man. Like I said, AJ all the way. Round 5 or 6 knockout.
Fair enough. Shaz, yours was 7th round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mine's 8th round or Ushek wins on points.
Have you noticed this, Shaz? It's me and you, Shaz, that are actually normal, and Shaz is just off his head in his own world.
But I agree with you, Nadim. I agree with you on one thing, Nadim. He's very stubborn, so I've come to
stubborn. I could say you two are being stubborn by saying you like AJ, or you think AJ's going to win.
You guys haven't seen nothing about Shaz yet, mate. He's the most stubborn person ever.
So are you, bro. We're the same blood, mate. Same blood. You're just as bad as me, yeah? I
didn't think I was that bad, man. I didn't think I was that bad.
You're worse than me at times, yeah? You're worse than me, bro. 100%.
You know what it is, Shaz? When me and Shaz are having a conversation, even though he knows he's wrong, he'll still say he's right until he's black and blue in the face.
Bro, you do the same thing. It's vice versa, bro. If you know you're wrong, you will not say you were wrong, bro.
Just an example here, Shaz. Do you know, in the daytime, you say the sky is blue, and if Shaz has got it in mind saying no, it's green, he will stick to that. And even though he knows it's 100% rubbish, mate, he will stick to that until there's no convincing him, mate. There's no getting round him.
You've done me there. You've done me dirty there, bro. You've done me dirty there. But you're the same, bro. You're just as stubborn as me. We're the same blood, mate. We're brothers, innit? You're just the same, mate.
That's true. I'm more stubborn on the logical basic, though.
Nah, you're just stubborn because you want to be a dick sometimes, innit? I know exactly what you're like, innit? Bro, you've got to remember I've known you literally near enough my whole life, innit, bro? So
that's it.
So you can't get away from that shit with me, bro, innit? And I can't get away with it from you.
That's true. That's true.
So, you know, it's one of them, innit? We both can't get away from each other. Crazy, man, crazy. Nah, but appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate our friend over here, Bluff, with all these comments. I haven't brought all of them up because some of them are quite worrying. And some of them I don't understand. But appreciate you tuning in either way, dude. Hope to see you back over on YouTube and over here. Appreciate everybody else that's going to watch it on the replay. Appreciate everyone's love and support. But for now, we're going to end it. we're going to end it now, and I'm just going to leave one final comment. Ushek